What's going on, boys and girls? It is the Keymaster 84. Hope your day, night, morning, wherever you may be, is going fantastic. So, today we are doing a little E3 preview, expectations, predictions, everything that involves Nintendo. I decided to do the video this way because I was frankly doing the video last night. It was really short and very difficult to do, so I decided to focus more on the PlayStation one, which is a lot bigger so far than the Nintendo one, because Nintendo has officially announced that they are only going to have Zelda and on the Wii U at E3. There will be no press conference. It's going to be more like their Treehouse stuff that they usually do for E3, but there's going to be no press conference, no pre-recorded press conference, nothing like that. It'll be more of a Treehouse event, which is fine. I mean, I'm fine with doing that. I'm fine with doing something a little different. But my big thing is everyone knows you've announced that you're coming out with the NX in a year. Why would you not push it? Why would you not have the NX, Zelda on the NX at E3? You're not going to be talking about the NX at E3, supposedly. And it's just like, I don't understand. You're talking about one of the most anticipated titles in years. I mean, I've been hearing about, Zelda, and then just nothing. And hands down, one of the most anticipated Nintendo titles whenever it does come out, period. Doesn't matter for what system. Always one of the top titles for a system. And you're not talking, you're going to have it on an old console that's going to be replaced, not on your new console at E3, which is usually where people do that. Now, granted, they could bring it out at Tokyo Game Show, so I'm not, and there's still Gamescom, so, I mean, there's still plenty of room for them to improve, but from what's officially announced, I'm very underwhelmed by what Nintendo's doing. Now, granted, this could be a bigger play for down the road, maybe they're just trying to stretch it out, like, usually you see Microsoft and PlayStation at E3, they usually focus more on, this is what's going to be coming out this year. Then Gamescom is more of like, here's what you guys can look forward to the future, and so maybe that that is what's playing into effect here, and Nintendo usually has a pretty decent showing at Tokyo Game Show, so maybe that is what's happening. It's very hard to say, but as of right now, what we have to focus on is what we know. And we know that there's going to be Zelda on the Wii U, on the floor. That's it. Not much. Now, granted, I am excited that Zelda is coming out, and I'm excited that it will be on the Wii U and NX, in theory. But now let's dive down into my predictions. Actually, let's go to rumors first, and then predictions. So the rumors are that Nintendo is backtracking a little bit and will be having more stuff at E3 after some of the backlash that they have gotten from people saying, why in the world are you guys only doing a Treehouse event, not a press conference? Why are you guys not talking about the NX? And it has people worried because NX is supposed to be as good as the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. If that's it, if that's your big news, you need to talk about that. People are going to, if Nintendo gets back to doing that kind of stuff and being competitive in the top 3, that's big news. That's big news to me. I mean, I would contemplate getting it on the NX to be able to play the classic games that I love. And if it's as powerful as the Xbox and the PlayStation, yeah, I would maybe consider buying one. The problem is, the reason I haven't been buying the Wii or the Wii U or anything like that is because, one, I didn't like how it works. I didn't like the nunchucks and all that with the Wii. The Wii U just seemed weird to me, so I didn't participate in it. And so it's like, now if you're talking about going back to, back to a handheld, like a controller, and you're going, having this handheld aspect where you can take your game with you, and all these different things. Why are you not talking about that and getting people hyped? Get them hyped, It's just, I don't understand. And so they are talking about, or rumor has it that there will be more. I don't know. Everything I've read, everything I've looked at, anytime I see any kind of, hey, these are the games going to be at E3. Hey, here's what's going to be at E3. This is what's going to be at E3. This is what's going on. This is what we talked about. This is what we've heard. This is the rumor. This is what's going on. Nobody has talked about Nintendo. Nobody. And it worries me because it's like, I feel like, you know, they're charging down the field. They had this huge charge pre-E3. Huge charge. And then as E3 is getting closer, they're starting to stumble a little bit. And it, you know, maybe they're waiting to wow us. Maybe they're going to be dropping the mic with some huge thing. I don't know, but it just, I really hope that the rumor is true that there will be more. And unfortunately, this is the only rumor that I've really read about that's somewhat kind of being picked up by other people. There are a few other rumors out there, but no one's really taking them to heart. So it's kind of like, it's kind of hard for me to say because no one else. I mean, I read this one article about it one time, and usually, like when it was, you know, talked about that Nintendo might have more. I mean, everybody was talking about it. All the big news people, all the Polygons and the GameSpots and the Game Radars and the rants, and everybody was talking about how it's, you know, it's you know, they potentially are gonna have more stuff. Whereas some of the other rumors are like one little article by one random dude on Kotaku, or, you know, it's just like, I like Kotaku, but sometimes they are wrong. It happens. So, you know, that's what happens when you're the TMZ of the video game world. You know, sometimes you throw a ball out there and it doesn't hit. You know, I mean. So with that being said, what I hope, my prediction is that I think that they might be dropping the mic, and they're gonna come out and be like, "Hey guys, you're gonna be able to play on the NX Zelda on the E3 floor." I hope that's my prediction. It's a bold prediction because it goes against everything they've announced. I hope, because if they don't, I just don't know how else they can make E3 big for them. And I think that if they continue with their Treehouse thing and they have the Wii U on the floor, I mean, Zelda will be cool. People will be talking about that like left and right. But I mean, if you don't have the NX being talked about or on the show floor, you have a Treehouse event and not even a pre-recorded press conference like you've done in the past. I just don't know how you don't get bulldozed by the rest of the hype of the conference, because everybody else is going to be talking about all these other huge things, and they're going to have 4, 5, 6, 7 plus big things, and that's just from the other you know, Microsoft and PlayStation. That doesn't include like Bethesda and EA and all their Star Wars stuff, and Bethesda and Dishonored 2, and supposedly maybe even a Skyrim definitive collection with, you know, all the DLC and all that stuff. And so it's, you know, I'm like, dude, Nintendo, you guys got to keep the hype up. You guys got to rise above the you know, the cream there. I mean, it's just not going to work if you don't hype yourself up. And it makes me also worried for the console a little bit. But my prediction is that NX playable show floor with Nintendo, and then it'll be Zelda as the game. I think that will still be the only game playable, just because I don't know of a lot of third-party developers who have picked it up. It's unfortunate, but true. I mean, a lot of third-party developers have been getting kind of burned. So, with that said, I think there's going to be, you know, I'm hoping there's going to be a big mic drop. NX will be on the floor with Zelda. So, with that being said, you guys, let me know what you guys think. If you guys are excited about Nintendo at E3, what you think could be happening with Nintendo at E3, down below in the comments. If you guys like the video, make sure to leave a like, and as always, subscribe so you don't miss out on any more of the E3 predictions and speculation videos for the rest of the week. And as always, this is the Keymaster 84, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with PlayStation. Take it easy.